Government shelling and airstrikes with barrel bombs have continued in the Syrian city of Aleppo. The total number of casualties has reached about 400 so far this month, according to activists. Amateur video shows bombs dropping and destruction in Aleppo's neighborhoods. The bombings in Aleppo are part of a campaign by President Bashar al-Assad's forces to regain control of neighborhoods that have been controlled by rebels now since mid-2012. As lethal fighting in Syria continues, U.S. and Russian officials in Geneva have been examining ways of breaking a deadlock in the UN-mediated peace talks between the Syrian government and the opposition Syrian National Coalition. Richard Bestick reports now from Geneva.
The daily killing in Syria, according to the Observatory for Human Rights, is higher now than it was before the peace talks in Geneva got underway. Many of the fatalities, it's claimed, from shrapnel-packed barrel bombs dropped from helicopters. This is unverified social media video of alleged barrel bomb attacks in the rebel-held Damascus suburb of Daria. Around a table in Geneva, the United States and Russia pledged help for the stalled peace talks between the Syrian government and opposition, meaning the peace process remains in place. Although the UN mediator at the talks now acknowledges failure is a possibility.
Failure is always staring at us in the face. As far as the United Nations is concerned, we will certainly not leave one stone unturned if there is a possibility to move forward.
The 2 hours of talks between the Russians and the US ended on a positive, if vague, note. The process remains the only diplomatic endeavour.
It hasn't as yet failed. It is still the biggest international push for peace in Syria. However, there are those now asking in the international community when the talks will broach the core issue of peace in Syria. Richard Bestick, CCTV at the UN peace talks in Geneva.